Some mysteries hide in the dark, others build a home there. What you're about to hear isn't just a crime, or a disappearance, or a haunting. It's a place where all three blur together, and the truth waits in the shadows. The drone footage showing the hooded man holding Maya's cracked phone sent shockwaves through the investigation. He wasn't running. He wasn't hiding. He wanted to be seen. And the way he held the phone, dangling it casually, almost tauntingly, suggested something investigators had feared from the beginning. Maya wasn't just taken. She was being kept. But the question was no longer where she was. It was why she was still alive. Back at the station, analysts examined the map found at the overlook, the one marked her, him, and Watcher. Under infrared light, a fourth path appeared, a path that wasn't visible to the naked eye. It was labeled the Descent, and it led to a location deeper in the forest than any previous search, a place with no roads, no trails, no structures, just a symbol. A triangle inside a circle inside a square, a symbol no one had seen before. Search teams hiked to the location. What they found wasn't a cave, wasn't a hatch, wasn't a tunnel entrance. It was a sinkhole, 40 feet across, 20 feet deep, fresh. The earth had collapsed recently, within the last week. At the bottom was a jagged opening leading into darkness, a natural cavern. But the walls inside were reinforced with concrete. Someone had been using this place for a long time. Descending into the sinkhole, investigators entered a wide chamber with a low ceiling. Inside, they found a lantern identical to the one found in the second entrance, a metal cot, a stack of canned food, and a wooden crate filled with reflective trail markers. But the most disturbing item was a journal. Not Maya's, not Lena's. This one was older, much older. The first entry was dated 1998. The final entry was dated 3 days before Maya vanished. The handwriting was neat, precise, cold. The final page read, "She is close. The girl who follows the signs. Bring her to me. W." The signature matched the handwriting found on the laminated warning. "Stop looking for her." As investigators moved deeper into the cavern, their radios crackled. A voice came through, a woman's voice, weak, shaking, terrified. "Please, help me. I'm here." It was Maya, or at least it sounded like her. But the audio techs noticed something wrong. There was no background noise, no echo, no distortion. It wasn't a live transmission. It was a recording, triggered by motion sensors. A lure, a trap. At the far end of the chamber, investigators found footprints, 2 sets. One small, matching Maya's size. One large, matching the hooded man. But the small footprints weren't running. They weren't dragging. They weren't stumbling. They were walking, side by side with the larger prints, as if Maya wasn't being chased, as if she was being led. On the wall of the second chamber, carved into the concrete with something sharp, was a message. He is not the first. Below it, he is not the last. And beneath that, the one above him watches all. The message was signed, L. Lena Hartwell. This was the first confirmed evidence that Lena had been alive after her disappearance in 2004, and she had been inside this cavern. At the end of the cavern was a vertical shaft descending deeper underground. A rope hung from the top, frayed, worn, recently used. On the wall beside the shaft was a handprint, small, faint, smeared downward. Maya's. But next to it was a second handprint, larger, pressed firmly, as if someone had steadied themselves while climbing down. The hooded man. But there was a third detail, a symbol drawn in charcoal, a triangle inside a circle inside a square, the same symbol from the map, the symbol of the Watcher. As investigators prepared to descend the shaft, a call came through the command center. The disconnected 2007 number, Lena's number, had pinged again. This time, the call lasted 9 seconds, and the audio was clear. A woman whispered, "He's below you. Don't follow him. Follow the signs. He doesn't know I'm still here." Then a sound, footsteps, running, and a final whisper. "Hurry!" Digital forensics confirmed it. The voice was not Maya. It was Lena Hartwell, alive, somewhere below the cavern. Investigators now faced a terrifying truth. Maya was alive for days after her disappearance. Lena Hartwell survived for years underground. The hooded man is not the mastermind. The Watcher has been operating beneath Brookdale for decades, and Lena is still alive, hiding from him. The team prepared to descend the shaft, but before they did, they noticed something carved into the rope, a single word. Run. Part 7 will take the investigation into the deepest level of the underground system, where the Watcher lives, where the disappearances began, and where the truth about Maya's fate finally waits. If this story unsettled you, subscribe and stay close. What comes next goes deeper.